Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this very strange THORnews episode. Lately, people have been saying, Thor, you're losing it. And I'm like, well, no, man. I mean, I'm just becoming colder, harder, and less funny. But I've been preparing for this for years, so I'm okay. But what we're looking at now is pressure on Earth. The white, which is there a little, is high pressure. And the blue is low pressure. So usually, really bad weather, tornadoes, rain, high wind is associated with low pressure. So, as I was detailing a week or two ago, that you have over 2.5 million people displaced in China, Japan, India. As you can see, the situation is not getting any better. I mean, look at the binary hurricane I was talking about earlier. That's it right there. Now look at it, and then there's that giant one, and then there's that giant one, a row. And so, our atmospheric instability becomes more unstable day by day. And I told you guys I would do this full time as long as I could, and as long as I could afford to pay my bills and pay rent. I mean, I don't know if I'm be able to pay rent in 8 days, and I don't know, I'm okay with that. You know, I'm not people that get a job, and I'm like, okay, dude, I worked since I was 15, and I left a great job where I made $30 an hour to do this full time because I felt it was very important, and that, you know, it was the end of the world if we didn't come together. Then we're just all gonna die. So, you know, like, it's not like I'm begging. You know, it's like almost like an agreed deal we had. Man, if y'all can't afford to pay for me to do this for my public TV show, then I just won't do it anymore. I'll just quit making videos. I'm okay with that. Like, having to bring you this information, like, this is literally your atmosphere pretty much deteriorating. And so I struggle when I look at all the data and the information that I put together. It affects me greatly, and then I work for hours trying to figure out how to put a hilarious spin on it, or some, you know, sugar in the spoon. And yesterday I just kind of had enough when I tried to figure, because you know, it's pretty doomy, and people can call me a fearmonger. I literally don't give a shit. You know, like, if you were looking at the data I'm looking at, it is fucking scary, man. And so, like, here we're looking at a different pressure map, and the blue is the low pressure, the red is the high pressure. So, you know, it looks like soon Earth's atmosphere could be what they tell us Venus is like. And another thing, people who are like, geoengineering. Like, dude, there's no way that mankind controls all the weather. No way. Yes, I believe that they are attempting to manipulate it, but if you think that they have a full handle on Earth's core, all the clouds, exterior, outside of Earth factors, man, that, you know, the sun, like, that's a wonderful fantasy land. And I'm not gonna, I spend half my time in delusions of grandeur, so I'm not gonna take them away from you. I'm saying, stop yelling at me with a bullhorn. So obviously we don't agree, and I highly recommend you make your own videos explaining to people what you believe. I'm not putting down what you believe, but I'm just saying, I'm presenting to you what I believe. And most of the time, people who are yelling at me about geoengineering or flat Earth or whatever, like, they don't make any videos. They just tell me to go research it. It's like, look, that's all I've done for like 5 years is research. So I stand by the conclusions I've already made, and I highly welcome anyone to make their own videos about stuff. Yeah, so the low pressure is really bad weather, and low pressure, outer space pushing in inner space. And so, you know, it's like, I'm not losing it. You know, every day, it's like, imagine my position. It's like everybody's arguing all the time about politics. And let's say I'm like the godfather of Earth. This is the situation right now we're looking at that we all need to be aware of. If we were all to come together, adapt and adjust, we could handle it. And we could build major super cities in the territories that aren't going to be affected by the giant storms or giant volcanoes but, you know, it doesn't look like we're going in that direction. It's like we're going the exact opposite direction, where humanity is passively aggressively choosing to fail. And I'm doing my best, and days like I'm broke and everybody's just being so negative. It's hard for me to stay positive, But I'm alive and the best friends in the world, and I wake up happy to be me almost every day. So, it would be great if you guys could send me money, and I could continue to inform y'all, which I promised I will do. Like I said, if it doesn't happen, then I'm okay with that, that it ain't easy bringing this stuff every day. And then, like, if you only knew the people that I've talked to, people that come to me off the record and are like, we need to talk to you. I'm like, okay, great. So, and then I try and break that information down and pass it on. And at this point, it's like, what are there's literally no rewards whatsoever. So, we'll see what happens. We got like 8 days left. For the people that get a job, I'm like, okay, great, I will. Because look at this. It's all you other weather updaters aren't exactly pointing out the exact situation where we're at. Just total cloud water we're going to. Yeah, that's a lot of cloud water. It's a lot of cloud water. Remember, these areas here are already getting just freaking inundated. And it's like American, my fellow Christians, they don't care. It feels like they don't care if like millions of people are going to die in floods. They're okay with it. The things they're worried about are like transgender bathrooms. I guess the other things they worry about is if the Christians of their own denomination are getting hurt. If they are, then they're upset, or people are cussing and stuff. I don't know. So I said only God can judge. So if people think I'm a good Christian or not, that literally doesn't affect me at all. I'm okay with God judging me, and I'll take whatever judgment I get from him. But being judged by other fellow Christians, like if you look at the history of, as a Christian, if you look at the history of Christianity, like we've committed some of the biggest, most heinous crimes in the history of mankind. Hitler was Catholic. So, I'm Lutheran. We are like the opposite of Catholics. You know what I'm saying? Luther nailed his problems with Catholicism on the steps of a Catholic cathedral. I was like, that dude's a badass. Anywho, yeah, I know this isn't funny, but like I said, I don't know, it's hard to find my sense of humor now. It'll come back, and lucky for you guys, I have like 25 videos that I've recorded way before this that I still haven't finished. But, mentally I'm okay. I'm a survivor, and I'm very tough, but the situation's getting worse, and, I don't know, it feels like we're running out of time. And another thing is, like, one of the problems is I'm having is it's like the truth community, there's so many people who are they're negative, like literally they passively want the world to end, they want the rapture to happen, they want to make no plans whatsoever towards the future. They're like, no, let's work. I'm just going to wait for the rapture, wait for Christ, I'm going to wait for the world to end. It's like if in 2012, when it was like, oh my God, the world's ending, it didn't. That I'll remind you again, every single Christian generation throughout time since like 70 AD thought Jesus Christ was coming back in their lifetime. Every single one. But no, of course, we are the super special generation. Yeah. And, people are going to be, and I'm not bitching. I'm just stating the facts. If you don't like the facts, then that's what it is, Sorry that sometimes I interject shareholder meetings into the videos, but So, just letting you guys know. I've given it my all, and I'm trying to do my best, and we'll just see what happens. But yeah, the atmosphere is becoming more unstable, and there are people who really believe that their government is, going to do what it can to help you out and take care of you, buddy. That's what it is. That's what's. I guess that's the irony. People get upset if I say anything criticizing Trump in any way. But, to quote Ronald Reagan, we're from the government and we're here to help. But, people who are like, no, Trump, this time it's different. You know what I'm saying? It's cute. It's really cute. Anywho, I still love everybody. And even if we don't make it in this lifetime, hopefully we can do it in the next one. Because we could definitely do better than what we're doing now. Like, this is like the shittiest state of society, like the worst case scenario of having a communal group trying to work together. And it's like corporations are unified against us and we all hate each other. Although I don't hate anybody. But I do think there are some pretty crappy people out there who are so nihilistic that they probably can't be saved in any way. And if you were to save them, they'd probably bring the ship down. So, I don't know. Weird days. Who knows? Maybe I'll take this video down. That's what's cool. Okay. But yeah, you can say what you want to. Like, I don't know, call me a fearmonger, but okay. Great, man. But then, and then there are going to be the people like, this is normal. This is totally normal. That's totally normal. That's exactly what the man looked like 20 years ago, man. It looked just like that. Okay. Fantasy's fun. But yeah, so, have I insulted everybody? By telling you exactly how I feel? Well, it's always been a staple at THORnews, except most of the time I'm funnier, but man, it's pretty hard to be funny these days. And when you are, somebody gets offended. Anyway, I don't know how when I try and add humor to a really doomy situation, people are really upset. And I guess that's the irony. It's like, oh my God, the atmosphere is so unstable. It feels like I could just kill everybody anytime. And people are like, great, yay. I'm like, no. So like, everybody dying is cool to them, but like using the term lesbian. And the whole joke was to make it less doomy. Everybody loves lesbians. It was like the joke. I've never watched porn in my life. My imagination is way too powerful. I'm just trying to tell a joke. And so, whatever. Now people are going to be complaining about me complaining in this video. It's not that I'm complaining. I'm just saying, hey, here's the deal. Here's why I've given it my all, and I literally just tried to be as positive and funny as possible. And it just feels like it's getting hard and hard every day. And then when I turn away from all this horribly wild, crazy weather data, like, oh shit, how am I going to pay rent? But, I'm not mad at anybody. Look at that thing at the top. Jesus. Like that. Look at this up here. I said I'd do it, and for sure I can get a normal job. Short amount of time. But there, if I just stop, I don't know if I'd stop. I think I'd just, when I could afford a PS4, I'd switch over to video games. Making videos about video games. I hear they do well, and I used to like video games a lot. And I stopped playing with the PS1. Anyway, but yeah, look at that right there. So, when it gets to the point that, well, I guess we're at now, I don't know, man. This data gets worse, and people out online, at least, get worse every day. And it's funny though, because I'm 6'1", and I guess right now, like 237 pounds, and shoulders like mountains, and big old arms, and nobody talks shit to my face ever. There's nothing over 10 years. And nobody get up in my face and talk shit. All right. Okay. The bottom line, yeah, keyboard warriors, fire away. Some dude called me a sissy. I'm like, man, all this stuff I don't tell you about that happens when I'm offline and I leave the house, it's like calling James Bond a sissy, man. I'm out there trying to save everybody. Get back from some of the biggest battles that would destroy lesser men. People are going to call me a sissy. Like, okay, sure, fine. Okay. But hey, all hope is not lost. If we can make it past the eclipse, we might have a chance. All right. Let's talk to you. Here we go. Peace out.